All right, back to racing. What about these things transitions? Out of the water and onto the bike, off the bike and onto the run. How do we do these really effectively? Well, I should remind you, every single second counts. Once the gun goes off at the start of the race, you don't pause for transition. So these are a part of triathlon. And it's a skill acquisition. And to acquire and improve a skill takes practice. So the first thing that I would recommend is get used to doing them. Lay out a transition area in your driveway, or maybe in a parking lot of a school or a church, but go through and start to get used to the routine. It will really, really help, and it will dismantle any fear that you have, because familiarity always breeds confidence. But what about on the day of the race itself? Well, number one, know the course, know the transition area. How are you going to lay the stuff out? What's the process you have to go through? Where do you enter the swim, exit the swim, go into transition, exit the transition, swim to bike and bike to run? Really, really important, and it will give you clarity, and therefore you're going to be more effective. As you go through the process, you should also plan ahead. By planning ahead, understand what equipment and needs you're going to have in each transition, and most importantly, which order you're going to go through. Now, if you mess up the order on race day, it's okay, but at least by having a plan, you can potentially limit the emotional stress that occurs and maximize the effectiveness. And finally, mindset. When you come out of the swim, your heart rate is potentially the highest it's going to be all day, because you go from prone position to standing upright. And the situation is chaotic. So the more that you can think about being efficient and calm and process-driven, rather than running around in a panic thinking, I've got to get my wetsuit off, I've got to go to this, I've got to go to that. Just stay calm and efficient, and that is going to be not only the most stress-relieving way of doing it, it's also going to ultimately be the fastest. And so, as a reminder, every second counts. You don't need to comb your hair. You don't need a portable hair dryer. We need to make sure that we go through really effectively. And that comes with a bit of practice, a bit of planning, and of course, a calm spirit. I wish you the best of luck in your racing. Go have fun. Take care.